Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. I'm Rich Korthauer, Vice President of the Home and Distribution business at Schneider Electric in the United States. I'm excited to explore a topic I care deeply about, creating a more sustainable world. Believe it or not, we can do it from the comfort of our sofas, armed with the right technology, making it extremely easy for all. Today, sustainability is a key global priority. To this point, did you know that homes are already responsible for roughly a third of all CO2 emissions today? By 2050, households are expected to be the single largest consumer of electricity and the biggest contributor of carbon dioxide emissions, up to 34%. It's estimated that 80% of the buildings that will exist in 2050 have already been built and are standing today. We have a large part to play in the residential sector to reach these sustainability targets. Sustainability must start at home. Let me explain to you how our environment is changing and why homes must evolve. Today, we see four major challenges that homes are going to face in the future. The first one is to prepare homes to be more sustainable to reduce their impact on the climate, as I just discussed. The second is around resilience. This challenge has two components. The first one is around safety. We often forget that electrical faults still happen, and more often than we think as we plug more and more smart home gadgets and appliances in around the house. Electrical fires alone have been costing homeowners $4 billion every year, and that's just in the US and Europe. Most of this damage could have been avoided. The second part of the resilience challenge is linked to sustainability. Extreme weather events, including wildfires, storms, and the floods that we are experiencing are increasing both in frequency and in intensity. These effects are causing periodical power interruptions, and the continuity of power supply becomes crucial. The third challenge is the rise in energy bills. They have shot up by as much as 40% over the past 18 months. A direct consequence of the increase in electricity consumption that we are seeing in our houses today. Then, all kinds of home devices are becoming more commonplace. Amazon and Google have sold 150 million smart speakers in just 4 years. Smart TVs are the most popular smart home product in the world. Yet, traditional smart home tech still can't tell us when we've used too much power or heating, when we're using power during peak pricing, and what we can do better to reduce our consumption. We simply hope our energy bill will be lower next time. We ask our loved ones to turn off the lights when they leave the room, but nothing really changes and the cycle continues. Moving to the fourth challenge, our home is not just a roof over our head. We're spending up to 40% more time in our homes at the peak of the pandemic restrictions. This trend is continuing even after all restrictions have been lifted. We are still spending almost 6% of our time at home. In other words, we are playing, studying, and working there. Our homes are now multifunctional spaces, and this is unlikely to change. This means we need more and more personalized modular spaces in our homes. At Schneider, we fully recognize these four challenges. And today, we are very excited to be sharing all our solutions and the innovations that will address these challenges with you. At Schneider, we are innovating to help consumers make more informed, sustainable choices. This includes providing them with information about how much energy their homes consume at the appliance and even plug level. Think of it, it's like having a Fitbit for your home, giving them the ability to produce clean electricity on their rooftops and store it for future use, putting them in the driver's seat when it comes to using green energy to power their homes as much as possible so they can lower their energy bills and reduce CO2 emissions at the same time as they plug in their EVs to charge. Encouraging them to continue their sustainability efforts by informing them and rewarding them as they make their smart homes more sustainable. I want to quickly show you how one of our partners, KB Home in California, is equipping new homes with the very latest renewable energy-powered smart energy management systems. Let's take a look.
My name is Aaron Poliska. I'm an electrical foreman for Jam Electric. This site right now, every house will have the Energy Center. Square D and Schneider's always been my go-to. I prefer them over any other service, basically. I really like their products. The Energy Center is a lot easier and faster to install than other panels that we've worked with. And we're not cramming everything together and all work around each other. We're using one tool instead of 15 different tools. Yeah, the way that Schneider designed it, it helps out and makes the process go a lot faster. Square D always has a better product to work with. I would definitely recommend Schneider and Square D products over anybody else.
That's a great example of how KB Home is leading the way toward building smart and sustainable homes, and how, with the right technology, we can make some amazing things happen. Increased energy power management knowledge is power. KB Home is giving their customers the power to be more sustainable and reduce their energy bills with new, powerful tools to protect the planet. And this demand is beyond California. U.S. consumers are willing to invest $2,800 in energy-efficient products for their home. And 25% would pay more for a home equipped with smart home technology. And that's not to say anything about the growing demand for reliable energy in the face of growing power outages. One final point, achieving net zero requires a holistic approach where we can prove our efforts are paying off. I want to show you one more example of how we're working with builders to innovate and then prove the sustainability efforts they're investing in are paying off. Here's Providence Home, a sustainable builder in Florida, talking about how they are using energy monitoring in their homes to provide their customers with the information they need to validate their investment in sustainable solutions and make wiser decisions about usage.
Providence Homes, we're located in Jacksonville, Florida. We mainly focus on building homes that are more comfortable, more durable, that just live better. My name is Charles Roberts. I'm the Vice President of Operations for Providence Homes. Our homes typically achieve at least a 50% energy savings compared to a home that's built to code. As far as the quality of our homes, it starts with the construction that we use, things that we do differently, the quality of the insulation, for example, the way we air seal, how the ductwork is installed. And we feel like once you live in one of our homes and you actually experience it, it's not the same. But the challenge with that is, how do we deliver that message to people before they make that buying decision? And when we found the Wiser Energy Monitor, it was something that just jumped out to us that it was the perfect solution. So the Wiser Energy device is installed in the breaker panel, and it has the ability over time to learn every device in your home to know exactly what is consuming energy at any particular time. In Schneider Electric, we found a partner that was able to help us demonstrate the high level of energy efficiency in our homes. What we say we're going to deliver, we can prove it with this energy monitoring system, and it's a very powerful tool for us. We feel the trend in home building is a trend moving beyond energy efficiency, getting into sustainability, durability, healthier homes, and we want to be known as the builder that looks out for Jacksonville homebuyers today and in the future.
As we've just heard from Providence Homes, if we want to achieve global net zero targets, there's no better place to start than our home. We all have a role to play, and Schneider Electric, as the most sustainable company in the world, it's our job to innovate and make it easier for consumers to make sustainable choices. Remember the level of current expectations. 41% of consumers are expecting new homes to be equipped with smart home devices. Together, we have the resources and technology in place to help people understand their impact on the planet and drive positive change in ways that improve their well-being and help them feel less anxious about the prospect of rising energy bills. For home builders and electricians, it means enabling consumer access to cutting-edge energy management technologies. This technology is wiser, and all the innovations we have showcased here today allow us to charge our cars from sustainable, renewable sources, to live in eco-friendly homes equipped with sustainable materials and smart, compatible solutions, to be in charge of our energy consumption and bills, above all, allowing us to be invested in making our homes a better place. To conclude, it is the tandem of electrification and digitization that gives us the best chance to decarbonize our homes and save the planet, to make us feel comfortable in our homes and keep carrying on with our lives whilst protecting the nature and biodiversity outside our front door. Thank you.